Yo, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Grizzlies Bias Previews. Now we've been doing this for a minute. We've been doing it for a minute now. We're getting used to it. First of all, just thank you guys for the support. The support's been crazy on the previews lately.
Yes, sir.
And the shorts as well. But today's episode is on the second Clippers game, which is tomorrow, March 31st at 5 o'clock. And okay, man, we got to talk about the game last night. Because I get this game was kind of meaningless for us. Like, obviously you don't want to lose no games, but it was a pretty. It's not a loss that's like gonna hurt us in any type of way.
Yeah.
But I was just mad. I was mad during a lot of this game because it was one of them games where it's like, okay, we're not playing exactly that bad. I just feel like there's a lot of bullshit going on. Like it's because I'm over here like slamming my desk because I have dudes like Westbrook shooting 5 for 5 from 3, but I damn well know he's not doing that. And then you got guys like Bones Highland who can't miss a shot. Yep. Robert Covington couldn't miss a 3. Mm-hmm. It's one of those games that felt like, okay, like I get what you guys are hearing there, like, oh, maybe we didn't play good defense. Some of these shots we were playing good defense. They just I can't really like it felt impossible to get a stop on the Clippers to the point where when our team finally couldn't get some shots to go, we're turning it over.
Yeah.
The game just went out of reach. And don't get me wrong, this is a high-scoring game, no defense. Mm-hmm. Look, we messed up. We did the preview a couple days before the game. Yeah. And half our team ends up being out for resting, whatever reasons. I don't know. Yep. Like, we rested our team against the Clippers and not the Magic. I don't get that, but whatever.
I don't either.
I would have been confident with the team we had yesterday beating the Magic and then putting our other players back in against the Clippers. But however Taylor Jenkins and the Grizzlies want to handle that, I don't know. But yeah, we had a lot of players out. Clippers end up having a lot of players out. Even Kawhi, because Kawhi's now out for personal reasons. So whoever goes on Kawhi, hoping the best. I don't know what's going on with him, but hopefully nothing too bad. Yep. And yeah, it was a very entertaining game for how many players were out. And
it was.
I thought that the Grizzlies played pretty well. The only problem is we got dudes like Bones Highland. Couldn't miss. Westbrook and Robert Covington did not miss a single 3 the whole night. The Clippers end up shooting 61% from the field, shooting 22 for 37 from 3. that caught me off guard. I did not see that coming. And it's tough. It's really tough. But man, we have a second chance. Okay, there's some trash talk also. Westbrook was calling Dylan Brooks trash, and a lot back and forth between those two. I'm not gonna judge Westbrook here, okay? He had a great game. He could talk his smack, and I know Dylan Brooks was getting annoying sometimes on that court, but
then Covington too.
Covington.
Yeah.
We're gonna have another game rematch, and I'm gonna pass it to you, Brad, to talk about the Grizzlies side of things for this matchup.
Man, dude, I swear, man, we just talking about the recap just for a second, dude. Man, we could not get them to miss a shot, man. It was just crazy, bro. You got Robert Covington shooting 7 for 7 from the 3-point line, 27 points. Like, man, I don't know, man.
It was tough shots, too. They were contested shots, smothered shots. There's one where, like, I forget who it was, but he had a hand in Bones Highland's face. And then Jake O'Neill's behind him, almost gets the block from behind, and this man still hits the shot.
I remember
it's like, oh, man, they're just, okay, they're not missing the night. This is unlucky.
But yeah, even though we won the rebounding battle last night, I still think that's a point of emphasis that it should always be in every game. I mean, like we've said, we're going to say the same things, some of the same things, like throughout these previews. Steven Adams out, Brandon Clark out, same story. Just got to be able to get the rebounds. And we did good last night on that. We actually out-rebounded them by 13 rebounds, 45-32. But it's just got to be something of consistency that we have for them, for the rebounding. And then getting back in transition. Last night, some of that was on their good shooting was on us not getting back in transition the best. But I mean, most of it was just complete, like, I don't know, luck, I guess, like some crazy stuff. But yeah, just we got to get back in transition, got to get our guy, and just continue to play good defense. And I feel like, well, because we didn't have Jaren, and I know we were talking about it in like the pre-game kind of or whatever pre-show of this. Is not having Jaren in the paint. They can just get in there and go for kickouts, and that's just, it's hard to do, hard to guard when we don't have those guys inside that we usually have to, kind of scare off them from driving in and being able to have that accessibility to kick it out. So yeah, that was big right there. We actually did good points in the paint last night. 72 we had, which is pretty awesome. Ja had 36. Had a pretty good game. I mean, Steez, like every single time I just don't have faith like he can hit a 3-pointer. He hit that one. That was a good one. But like, dude, like whenever I see you take a 3-pointer, I'm like, dude, come on, just stop taking 3-pointer. At this point, it's just like, bro, I don't know. At this point, I just don't have faith in the shot that much. I mean, he can hit them sometimes, but like, I don't know, man. But yeah, just going to some of the guys that played good last night. You know, Santi Aldama, like he had 17 points, 6 for 7, 2 for 2 from the 3-point line, 8 rebounds. Did a nice job there. Tillman also, he's been playing recently pretty damn well. 16 rebounds, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 7 for 8 from the field. Then we got Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks was one of the guys last night that just popped off for us. He actually, I mean, do you think he covered his talk on Robert Covington, or what do you say? Robert Covington beat him in that? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know what Robert Covington is so mad about. I feel like it's because he thought it was a little extra. Like when he was trying to get the ball, he kind of like shoved him away a little bit. I'm not sure what the whole talk was, but at the end of the day, the team that won is the one that wins that talk. And Robert Covington obviously backs it up. He didn't miss a 3 last night.
That's true.
I think Robert Covington has some family in the stands, or he had people that he knew in the stands. I think one of the only NBA players. He has to be the only active NBA player from Tennessee State. So. So he probably has some family in the stands. He probably was feeling it last night. He just wanted to go off. I don't know.
I mean, then, like I was saying, Ja, like he had a decent game. Not the best in the start, but he really started to turn up. Obviously, when in that third quarter, he's just got third quarter takeover pretty much, ability on Hall of Fame pretty much. But yeah, he just had a good third quarter pretty much. Ended with 36, 9 assists, 4 rebounds. He did turn it over a lot though, didn't he? Wasn't it like 8 times or something like that?
Yeah, it was an ugly like 30, high 30 game. It was
35.
The turnovers were killing us. I thought he was got 40 that game. He had 34 going to the fourth quarter. I was like, okay, Josh might have a nice little 40-point game, and I was feeling like we're gonna win the game because the way he ended off that third quarter with that 3, I was like, okay, this is nice. This is gonna be a nice little Josh showing. And then ended up being a lot of turnovers. Surprisingly, just before we get the rest, because remember when the fourth quarter went in, we had that rotation unit with like a bunch of our rookies. It was like Chandler, Roddy. It looked like it was gonna. I'll be honest. When I saw that rotation, I'm like, okay, the Clippers are probably gonna run. And this is not, they holded it down.
They did.
Really
they actually
good.
did.
And then our main unit came in, and then boom, we couldn't score. We turned it over like crazy.
Yeah. Honestly, should have kept him out there. Maybe, who knows. But then the last guy, just talking about him, Kennard. He's been solid the whole time that he's been playing. And we saw last night even, like, a little bit more of, like, him coming off, like, pick and rolls, going to the basket and stuff like that. I like to see that, Like, they're kind of having him do, like, what more than just being, like, a standstill shooter, like we've said. Like, he's a guy now that we are trusting to be able to go in off of pick and rolls, kind of like Bane is, and just being able to make the plays like that. And he was dishing out, he was playmaking last night. He had a few assists. He had some good passes, though, that led to baskets as well. So I'm just really happy with what he's been doing so far. But yeah, just the main things to emphasis: rebounding, getting back in transition, just hustling. But yeah, what do you got for the Clippers?
All right, but yeah, the Clippers, they gotta know, like last night's game was like out of the ordinary for them. They had a lot of players out. I don't think they're going to expect OKC Thunder Westbrook again. I don't know. I get it's awesome that he played good and he had like that. He had 36 and 10, I think, something wild like that. Yeah. And then you also had guys like Bones Highland who dropped 22 off the bench, and Robert Covington dropped 27 off the bench. Crazy. And the team all around just was not missing. And that you can't expect performances like that all the time. And obviously, I think if any team will have a performance like that, you're expected to win the game just because you're shooting so lights out. Yeah. Now, Grizzlies obviously give them a game still with that because at the end of the day, their defense not that good. Their defense has been a big struggle, especially if you don't got Kawhi. You're not gonna have, so their defense is going to continue to struggle. They have to be better defensively. And even at that, I feel like they're lucky the Grizzlies at the end of that game were turning over like crazy because they get this so many opportunities. they had chances to put the game up to like 8-point lead, and they turn over mainly on fast breaks. They got to be better when it comes to executing fast breaks, because I feel like 3 turnovers in the fourth quarter came from fast break opportunities, which is unacceptable, because that's how you score points. You have to be able to capitalize on those and get points, because that's fast breaks are huge, and they ended up turning it over and gave the Grizzlies more chances. Also, you're gonna want to win turnover battle. One of the things they did lose last night was a turnover battle. Only lost it by 3, but still, you want to clean it up, especially in a game. Because I'm just saying, I'm not expecting them to go in tomorrow and shoot lights out again. So, having good ball control and not turn over the ball is going to be huge for them to stay in the game. I wanted to really take the Grizzlies out the comfort zone, which usually a while back I'll say just let the Grizzlies shoot threes. But the problem is they got guys like Kennard. We have Kennard now. Bane can be out there. Bane's gonna be back, by the way. We know that. And guys like that are going to shoot. They're going to shoot the threes. I'm gonna take a guess that they're gonna want to give the 3-point ball to people that are shooting at low percentages. So Dylan Brooks, if I'm the Clippers, let Dylan Brooks shoot some shots. Just saying. I'm not expecting that. I'm not expecting him to knock everything down. Because they're saying that the driving is going to be way harder for them tomorrow, just because there's going to be Jaren back. Bones Highland was killing us every time he drove in. It was like we're just chopped cheese. We couldn't do anything.
Pretty much,
Every time Highland was driving in, it was easy buck, easy lane. I feel like they were really good when it came to doing something the Grizzlies do a lot, where someone drives in and then you have like a Mason Plumlee goes up with the screen, so the dude can go around. They were doing that a lot with Bones Highland, Mason Plumlee, where they would do a switch to have Tillman on Bones Highland. Bones Highland gets a quick blow by, and then you have a guy like Mason Plumlee who is going to be able to go up and put a screen on his switch, and then Bones Highland goes around, gets the easy layup. Now tomorrow you're going to have Jaren. So leader in the league in stocks, leading the league in blocks, and obviously I do like that. It's not going to be a dude that you want to go drive on consistently, because you just send yourself 2 rows back, and that's not going to be fun for Bones Highland or any Clipper that wants to try to drive in on him. So I'm gonna say stay with the threes, because they're hitting. So get threes here, get these comfortable guys. And I'm a for sure think they're going to drive less tomorrow, just due to us having our full guys back. But obviously, I think because of the Grizzlies, you want to get them out the comfort zone. You want to give shots to guys like Dylan Brooks, because Dylan Brooks is not going to be the most consistent shooter. John Conchar, I give him shots. You obviously want to be able to close out on guys like Kennard and Bane. But certain guys are going to have to just get shots, because either because you don't want the Grizzlies to get in that mode in the paint, because once they're dominating the paint, good luck. Clippers are not a good team when it comes to defending the paint. So I think they'd rather just have the test their chances when it comes to letting certain guys take perimeter shots like Dylan Brooks or John Conchar. That'd be big. Commit less fouls is huge, because you don't want to get the Grizzlies points, but the clock's not going. You don't want to get 3 points, especially letting them get like runs or getting back in the game at that. They're a team that commits around 19 fouls, I think, a game. So they do have to commit way less fouls.
That's a lot.
And it is a lot. They're a very foul commit team, and they have to be better at that. And you don't want to. I get the Grizzlies not the best free throwing shooting team. They've been better lately. I'll tell you that. From my experience, the Grizzlies have been having some really good free throw games lately, and I wouldn't exactly want to set. I mean, you don't want to set any NBA team to the free throw line, because it's not on any given night they can just be perfect from there, and you don't know you don't know how you're gonna get away from it. But overall, that's what the Clippers got to do. When it comes to who's gonna probably have a big performance, I mean, they would love Westbrook to have another great performance, because if Westbrook's on like that, or just having somewhere close to that, they're most likely gonna have a great chance to win the game. Westbrook was awesome last night. And they want to hope they continue to have the same bench production or like spark off the bench that like a Bones Highland brought or a Robert Covington brought. I can obviously see Bones Highland come out there having another hot night, but he's also one of them icy hot players where he can go out there and be cold. So it's all about figuring out who's gonna have the good night, because it could be literally anybody. You don't know if Eric Gordon want to drop 25 tomorrow night, or Nick Batum want to go have a nice game from the 3-point line. No clue. Clippers they're going to be out Kawhi again, like I said, with the personal issues. They don't have BJ Boston, and they're not going to have Marcus Morris, I think, was another guy that was set
Yeah.
out. Which, from a Clipper fans say that guy stinks. I like they're happy that he's not playing. But that's gonna do it with the Clippers side of things. So Brad, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
Grizz win, man. Grizzlies win. Kennard, another good game. Just an all-around team game tomorrow. We're just gonna all play well, and we're gonna win at the FedEx Forum.
I expect the Grizzlies to win. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think the Clippers are a good matchup with us. Now, what they did was last night was impressive. They get us our 6th loss at home, and that's something that's not teams that have not been able to do this year. But I just feel like last night was one of those games where it's like, okay, team was just shooting so hot that it's hard to even compete, really.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give them the props for that. But tomorrow night, with our players back, like Bane, Jaren, all our big guys coming back and having our roster to where it was, and that they're a lot of the time during that win streak.
Yeah.
Expect us to go out there and take care of business this time, and I expect us to win. But also, no disrespect to the Clippers. It's impressive that they beat us. I'm surprised about that game that they beat us last night. But I really do expect us to go win this next game and split the little 2 series 1-on-1. But I guess that's gonna do it for this episode, y'all. We're gonna catch y'all on the next one. Appreciate it. Like I said again, appreciate y'all for support.
Yep.
And peace.
Peace.